Once again, you're watching PJ Collection Clothing Online class, and in this video I'll be showing us how to cut a senator top, but it will be a button down senator top. Alright, these are the various measurements we'll be working with. Remember, it's a button down collar to have a collar neck, long sleeve with cuff. So these are the various measurements we'll be working with. Alright, now remember, in cutting a button down shirt is different from that of our normal native wears. The folding rather is different. So I'll be showing us with the piece of paper here how to do the folding. And I'm working with 2 yards of fabric. 2 yards of fabric by 60. That is what I'm working with. Now, assuming this is our fabric, let's assume. Remember, I said the folding pattern is different from that of our normal native wears. So assuming that this is our fabric, we said 2 yards by 60. Okay, so you fold it this way. Take note, step 1, you fold it this way. This time, as you can see, the opening is facing you. But if it is our normal native, the opening will be facing this other way around. So the opening will be facing you direct. Alright? So this is how you do your folding. Then you now fold in 2 inch. Take note, you fold in 2 inch as shown. Now the 2 inch, one part goes for a buttonhole and one part goes for the buttons. Take note, if you check your button down shirt, an English button down shirt, you see one part is for button and one part goes for button holes. So that is how we go about the folding. Alright, so having said that, I've already done that in our fabric. As you can see, I've already done the 2 inch for our, the buttonhole and buttons. Okay, so to begin with, we now mark a straight line. Every other thing remains the same. You mark a straight line, and that first line is your neck line. I already showed us the formula for neck. So now the person's neck is 16. Remember, the neck is 16, so I'm moving down by 2.5 inch. 2.5 inch, so we mark. Now the first line I marked was our neckline. The second line was this first line here is the neckline. The second line is the shoulder line. Now our shoulder is 18. Take note, our shoulder is 18. So you mark 9 inch. Remember, we are cutting the front panel alone. So 18 divided by 2 gives you 9 plus ½ inch sewing allowance. So you mark. Now remember, I said this is your neckline, this is your shoulder line. From this point to this point is 2.5 inch. Then at the neckline, you mark 2 inch. The depth is always bigger than the width with ½ inch. Take note. So you make a curve as shown. Make a nice curve as shown. Okay, then you now connect this point to the shoulder. Connect these 2 points down. Alright. Now the next point you need to take is our chest line. To get the chest line, you divide the chest by 4 minus 2. Take note, to get the chest line, divide the chest by 4 minus 2. Now, the person's chest here is 40. So 40 divided by, to get the chest line, divide the chest by 4 minus 2. Take note, chest divided by 4 minus 2. So 40 divided by 4 gives you 10. Minus 2 will give you 8. Remember, we said to get the chest line, divide the chest by 4 minus 2. Sometimes you may notice that after removing the 2, it might still be big. So you can still even remove 3. So 40 divided by 4 gives you 10, minus 2 gives you 8. So I'm marking an 8. At 8. So this line, this is a chest line. Take note. This is a chest line. Now, let's work on this part. Now, we said the chest is 40. So our chest line, so that is 10. Now, I'm adding 1.5 inch sewing allowance. Remember, the chest is 40 divided by, remember, we're cutting the front alone. So you divide the chest by 4. So 40 divided by 4 gives you 10. So this is 10, as you can see, 10. Then you add 1 inch or 1.5 inch sewing allowance. That is the sewing allowance to arrive at 10 and 11.5 inch. Then remember, in button down shirt there is an overlapping between the side of the button and the button. If you take a look at your button down shirt, you see the overlapping. So you add 1/2 inch for the overlapping. So arrive at 12 inch. So you mark. Okay. So at this point, you now connect your armhole. So this point, you now connect your armhole. You can just mark a straight line at this point here. Then if you don't have your armhole curve, you can just make a nice curve as shown. Okay. Since I have my armhole curve here, I'll just use this to, quickly. Okay, so we're through at that point. Now, the top length is 40. So to do that, you take from the neckline down, down, down. Remember, we said the top length is 40, so this is 40. This is 40. Then I'm adding 1.5 inch folding allowance. Alright, so okay, so now let's work on this other part. Now remember, where you sew and stop, there's a slit at the point where you sew and stop. For a short top, you sew and stop at 14, but for a longer top, you sew and stop at either 16, 17 or 18. So at this point, I'm using 18. This is where I'll sew and stop. If you take a look at some senator top, you notice by the side there's an opening there. It's known as slit. So remember, we said for a short top is 14, but for a longer top it ranges from 16, 17 down to 18 inches. Take note. So at this point, you now connect your lines down. From this one, you connect down. Now remember, I'll be having a curved edge as shown. So at this stage, we're now through with our front panel. Now, in a situation whereby the chest and the stomach are the same, there are some persons that the chest and stomach are the same. Meanwhile, there are some persons that the stomach is smaller than the chest. In a situation whereby the stomach is smaller than the chest, you can just shape it a little, like curve it down. But in this case, we want to keep both the chest and the stomach line same. So I'll be cutting now. So at this stage, we're not through with our front panel. So we'll now be cutting the back panel. Okay, we now want to cut the back panel. Now, the folding will be different to that of the front. It's just opposite of the front. Remember, the front panel, this opening was facing us and we folded 2 inch. But this time around, the opening will be facing this other part. Take note, the opening, that is just the difference. The width remains the same. So you pick this as shown, you pick this, then you place this as shown. Now remember, while we're cutting the front, we added 1/2 inch for overlapping. So you remove that 1/2 inch. Watch carefully, as you can see. You remove the 1/2 inch, as you can see. You take it back, down all through 1/2 inch. Okay. All right. Now the first thing you do, the back is very easy. After that, you cut this down. Then you now take the front. Watch carefully. Take this down. Take it down at least 3.5 inch. Now you fold this. Fold this down. Make sure that it shouldn't exceed 1/2 inch. Let me mark it so you see. Okay, as you can see, I've marked the front. This is the front 1/2 inch. So you fold this on top. Make sure that it should not exceed the 1/2 inch marked. So you iron this down. Okay. So you now use it to trace. Watch carefully. Trace this. and you continue from here. Right, you now trace this also. Alright, so that is how to go about cutting the back panel. So in our next video, I'll be showing us the various components in which we use in preparing our senator top. Remember, it's a button-down shirt with collar, long sleeve, and cuff. Okay, so at this stage, we're now through with our front and our back panel. So now we want to prepare the various components in which we use in the sewing. So to do that, remember, this is the wrong side of our fabric. This is the wrong side. We indicate the left and the right. So this is my left and this is my right. Remember, in a button-down shirt, we said the right part, that is where you fix your buttons, while the left is where you fix your button holes. Take note. So let's start with parts. That is the left part. Now this is the wrong side. Now remember, while we're doing this, we folded 2 inch. As you can see, let me put a notch so you see it. We folded 2 inch. Take note. Now this is the folding. This is the folding. So you get your paper gum seal or your collar gum seal, whichever one you have. You get it and you gum as shown. Make sure it shouldn't exceed the line. Remember, this is the folding. Take a look. This is the folding. So the paper gum seal is 1 inch. Take note, 1 inch, exactly at the point where the folding is. Take it down to the end as shown. Alright, so I haven't done that to fold. Remember, this is the left panel, the wrong side. So now fold this and you iron it all through. Cover that part. We are trying to cover this, so you fold it neat down. So let's do that now. So as you can see, I'm through folding. So you go to your sewing machine and you sew the tip, sew it down to the end. So you keep this aside. Now this is the part, this is the right part where your button, this is the part you fix your button. Remember, this is the wrong side, and remember our folding again. This time around I've reduced the folding, so you now fold this to 1/2 inch. Make sure, look at this, I fixed the notch there, as you can see the notch. So you now reduce this to 1/2 inch folding, 1/2 inch all through. So now fold this, iron this down. You're not putting any gum stay there, just fold and iron 1/2 inch down, as you can see. So you iron this down to the end. When you're through iron, you now sew the top. Remember, this is the wrong side. So let's do that now. Okay, so as you can see, I've done the sewing. Remember, this is our right panel and this is our left panel. So you place this as shown. When you're through sewing this part, you place this as shown. Now you also take this. Now remember, we said while we're cutting, we added 1/2 inch for overlapping. So now you see the overlapping. So now overlap. Remember, I said it's a button-down shirt. So you overlap. So now go to your sewing machine to tack this down with a loose stitch. Later on we'll still lose it, just tack this down. So let's do that now. So at this stage I've joined the both front together. We'll still lose this later on. So